Hi everyone, welcome to EVE Talk, your weekly look at the market in EVE Online. I am your host, delonewolf, and while we walk towards the chair, maybe a quick update on what I'm planning to do upcoming. So first of all, right now I'm working on some Mount and Blade Warband. I'm enjoying the game quite a bit, and yeah, I'm hoping to make some videos on that. I'm also keeping an eye on Hearthstone. I'm hoping to get into the beta. Now, I've never played a card game like that before, and since it's supposed to be very easy to get into, I am looking forward to giving Hearthstone a try. And then finally, we also have X Rebirth, which is coming November 15th. I've pre-ordered that, and I'm totally looking forward to playing the hell out of X Rebirth and making a lot of videos using that. So if you're wondering what might be coming next on the channel, these are some of the games that I'm hoping that I get to cover pretty soon, alongside EVE Online, of course. So we are here for the market as every week, and let's have a quick look then what happens. First of all, the mineral markets for the miners amongst you. This could be very interesting. My mining has not been very active lately. I've done mostly high-sec exploration during Odyssey. But yeah, let's have a quick look and see if we finally see a bottom here. Ooh, 474 for titanium. Nope, that's definitely not a bottom. Still going down. Look at that. Started off way above 6 ISK and still going down. So I'm going to go over these a little bit more quickly here. Pyrite still on the downtrend. I mean, it's trying here. It's trying again here at the tail end to form a bottom, to decide when is low enough. But 1140, so it even broke 1150. And that's not looking too good for Pyrite either. Mexalon had stopped its descent last week, and this one is indeed going up. So this is the one mineral so far that is going against the downward trend right here. Mexalon seems to have successfully stopped its descent so far. Current prices in station 42.21. It's definitely up a little bit, you know. Bottom was way below 40, and now we are back above 40. In fact, we're already at 42 ISK, so pretty interesting right here, this Mexalon chart. Although, to be honest, if I'm not mistaken, last year as well, in the first part, Mexalon was the more interesting mineral. So yeah, if you're looking for what to mine at the moment in high-sec, it's obviously Plagioclase, because that will yield you Mexalon, and this one might just have started the uptrend, whereas Tritanium and Pyrite are still going down, and it might just take a little bit of time before they come back up. But to be honest, I would not be selling at the moment, because you can see the same here. Isogen looking pretty low on the 1-year chart, still slowly trending down. Zadrine down as well. Megasite way down here, although again trying to form a bottom. And then Noxium again, that clear downward trend right here. So I would not be looking to sell, but I would be stockpiling everything that I mine if I were very active in that at the moment. And the one thing I would concentrate on right now is probably getting some Mexalon, because that one does seem to want to move upwards a little bit. And so you might see selling opportunities for Mexalon first, before you find a chance for Pyrite and Tritanium and stuff like that. So yeah, at the moment I would say mine Plagioclase, but don't be too hasty in selling. Keep an eye out for a selling opportunity. So general trend in minerals still going down. So let's have a quick look here at Tequan chips. Man, look at that Drake. That's really not beautiful. 41,800, 41,900, something like that. I think that's actually close to what it was last week as well. Well, no, probably down by another million or so. It's the Drake has known so many nerfs and has totally fallen out of favor of 0-0 alliances. And yeah, this chart is the result. If you're a Drake manufacturer, I think you really don't like the side of this chart. Keep in mind that all of this is even very low, because before that Drakes were worth quite a lot more than the 54, which is the top right here. Drakes used to go for a lot more. So really CCP's changes to the game have completely tanked the value of drakes, which are right now at bottom prices. 42 million for a drake, that's almost nothing. Maelstrom is a battleship. Very interesting in my opinion right here. As you can see on the tail end, it's really trying again not to break that 175 million ISK band despite the minerals going down. And you are seeing some decently strong 5-day moving average upswings, which might just indicate that the market is ready for a bottom on minerals and Tech 1 stuff. So if the minerals would still be going down just as heavily as what we've seen in the last few months, you would expect the Maelstrom to also continue to trend down. But instead of that, especially for the second part of August and now in the beginning of September, you can see a lot more volatility and an attempt to stay above 175. Unfortunately, we're looking at 173 here in Jita Station at the moment, so that's not working out too well. But I feel that it is definitely trying. The market wants to set a bottom any week now for Tech 1 ships and minerals. Let's have a look at the Omen here. Here you can see the downward trend. Well, this is not as good as what we had for the Maelstrom, which clearly tried to defend the 175 million price mark. This one is still going down for the Omen. Let's have a look at the Rock. Well, as you can see right here, August, 25th of August, a couple of attempts again for the 5-day moving average. Unfortunately, minerals are still dragging them down generally. And then here the Talos, again, I think I can see a couple of attempts to get back up above 70 million ISK. Unsuccessful, but I think it's a good sign that the market in Tech 1s and minerals is close to a bottom. This is my personal opinion, of course. I could be wrong on that, but I do suspect that activity will start to increase, so will demand, and then this might just mean a bottom for these goods, which I think would be good for miners and early industrialists that don't want to go into Tech 2, but prefer to just stick with one BPO or several BPOs that they can research and then produce from that. So let's hope that these are indeed telltale signs that we are seeing a bottom. You know, some of the ships they try, and then also in the minerals themselves, I would say Mexalon, the first one to go up, which might be something that it generally does for some reason on Mexalon, because I think on the 1-year chart you can also see that Mexalon comes from way higher than what it was here. So this might just mean that yeah, if Mexalon keeps going up in the next few weeks, we might just be seeing a bottom form. Let's hope so. Tech 2 ships, I'll have a look here again at the command ships for trade opportunities. So we'll go for 3-month chart. Unfortunately, Absolution very flat and trending down, so no, not something I would want to trade in. Astarte, that's a lot better. Look at these nice spikes here. This is going from 200 to 230 million, and over here from 210 up to 270. Of course, Odyssey 1.1 has something to do with the second spike, but this is great for trading. You know, a gap like that of 60 million ISK, not a lot of time. That's great for traders that know what they're doing. Claymore, well, you can see here again a small 10-15 million spike, and then over here a big one of 30-40 million. This is of course again Odyssey 1.1, but Claymore also trending up, and I still see a few spikes here, so decently interesting. I prefer the Astarte though. Damnation, again a Marwan, way too flat and generally trending down. So no, I wouldn't be trading in the Damnation. Next up, the EOS, that one has found its new price point, just close to 300 million. Spike wise, let's have a quick look at the 1-year chart. You can see it has potential for trading, in my opinion. Quite a few nice spikes, but you have to keep in mind, of course, that the EOS has become the only battle cruiser that can field 5 heavy drones, and thus it has found a new price point close to 300 million. In fact, current price is in Jita Station 315 million for an EOS, which is quite a lot. 297 for buy order, so that's a 20, let's see, 17, 18 million ISK price difference between buy and sell orders, which is significant. A lot of trading going on and speculation going on in the EOS, and it's getting beat up very, very highly. So if you can produce them, that's great, but if you want to buy some to actually use, this is really not the time, because we're looking at extremely high prices for the EOS at the moment. The Guardian, I'll just keep one eye on the Guardian, because these logistics cruisers used to be my pick for active trading, but as you can see, after last year's winter expansion, where Tech 1 logistics became much more viable, active trading in that and competition for these ships stopped quite a bit, and it's way more flat here. Now I am seeing a spike here again for some reason, which is a little bit strange in my opinion. I can't really put a reason on that, but it is decently significant from 120 to 110 to 130, 10 million increase, and it looks like it's going to be sustained, because 5-day moving average are already at 135, same with prices in station. So yeah, Guardian's going up. I'm not sure why, maybe preparations for war again, because I can't really say that this is anything due to Odyssey patch 1.1. Nighthawk, another command ship, and this is a lot better of course for traders. Look at that, top 225, bottom 185 here, so that's 40 million, then back up another 20, and back down another 10, and up again a little bit. So this is good for traders, the Nighthawk. The Sleipnir, yeah, couple of nice spikes. Look at that, 20 million up here, 30 million up there, or even 40, no, 30 million up there. Now it's on a downtrend, but look out for a buying opportunity in the Sleipnir, I'd say. A Vulture then, I wouldn't want to trade in that actually. A little bit too flat to my liking. This is due to the announced changes with Odyssey. It's managed to sustain its price, a small spike with the deployment, and now it's going back down. So, but even though it's going back down, you know, it just broke 250 on the 20-day moving average, and it's still just going back where it was previously in the 200-250 price band without any significant spikes. I mean, there's a couple, but nowhere near what you see in the Astarte here. So yeah, the Vulture, I would not be trading in that one either. In fact, I would suspect that after this, it's just going to be a similar chart to what you see here in the first part, just hovering between the 250 million band without any really significant spikes to make some trade money out of. So pretty interesting, but I would say, yeah, the Galente ones are great for trading. The Amar ones are all taking a beating. Damnation, Absolution, not looking too hot at the moment. After that, we do have the Nighthawk that looks pretty decent. The Vulture not so much, and then the Sleipnir, was that? Well, I wouldn't actually know. I would maybe this is the Guardian chart. No, that was too stable after that. No, I'd really be looking for the Galente command ships at the moment for some trade money. And then the Claymore is at an all-time high. Maybe the Sleipnir, close to a buying opportunity, but that's really it at the moment, I would say. And yeah, this is basically the analysis that I try to make of the Tech 2 market for some trade money. Next up, Tech 3. Let's have a look at melted nano ribbons. Broke 5 million. Really interesting. If you look at the 1-year chart, it's close to an all-time low, close to this previous bottom. Current price is 4.9 million. I would consider this a selling opportunity. If you're willing to risk some trading in melted nano ribbons, I would be putting buy orders up at the moment, maybe 4.8, 4.75, something like that, just to really pick some up on the cheap and then wait for a 5.5 or even a 6 million sell opportunity. That could be some nice money, because once again, you can see that this is a pretty active chart with a lot of downtrends, serious spikes here, and here again. So this is decent for trading, and if I look at the whole chart right here, breaking 5 million is pretty important for becoming buying opportunities. So yeah, interesting. I might just pour some ISK in that myself, to be honest, because I do think that this is a buying opportunity. Once activity picks up, there might just be more demand for melted nanoribbons, and we could see a nice spike up once again. The ships, of course, all doing pretty badly. Legion knew a uptick last week, but as you can see, that's already stopping as well. Current prices 175. The Loki 1 year chart all-time low, breaking 170, not looking too hot. Proteus is working on an upward spike here right now for some reason. I do think that the Proteus is actually a decent ship. Look at that, actually pretty significant here. 175 trending towards 190. Yeah, 188. Pretty interesting. Might just be someone trying to make some money out of the Proteus market at the moment. So they've been lower. You know, you could have probably bought Proteuses below 180, and then the Tengu, yeah, that's all-time lows again below 170. So the Legion had a small spike last week, and now it looks like it's the Proteus. This could just be someone or a group of traders trying to make some money out of the very low prices of Tech 3 just by trying to beat up the price and then selling some more, dumping them at a profit because they might just have invested a lot of ISK in these ships. If you have a lot of them, you can also influence the price by not selling them, or by not selling them, waiting for the price to increase a little bit and then just dumping them, trying to make some money that way. I suspect that this could be what's happening, because we saw this for the Legion last week, and now it's the Proteus that is having, in my opinion, unsubstantiated uptick in price. So that's it for the Tech 3 stuff, you know, melted nanoribbons. I would say buying opportunity. The ships, if you want to use them, yeah, no doubt about it, go and buy one, because they're really at very, very low prices. And just keep an eye out on this Proteus at the moment. Is this someone manipulating the market a little bit? In my opinion, this is possible. Next up, Marauders. These will be changed. Oh, terrible chart here again because of that data point. I'll go for the 6-month one. This is due to the announced changes, but yeah, they broke 1 billion here for the Golem, and in a sustainable manner, no, back down to 950 million. So this is definitely speculation territory at the moment. If you have the ISK, look at the Chronos shooting up right there from maybe 0.93 to 1.05 billion. In fact, it's 1.1 billion already. That's more than 100 million increase. Yeah, if you have the ISK, if your wallet is big enough, we're looking at a period of speculation, I think, on the Marauders, where the Chronos knew a big uptick. If you have some to sell, it's the time to do so. The Paladin is going back down a little bit. The Vargur significantly so. Did that one go back? Yeah, 900 million ISK. But as you can see, it went close to 1 billion. That's 100 million is difference. Some people bought them at these prices, so someone sold them as well and made a nice chunk of money. But because of all of these changes and all of the metagaming that might be happening around them, I think this could see a lot of active trading. One thing to keep in mind though, one of these Marauders close to 1 billion, so yeah, you need a serious wallet if you want in on this action, in my opinion. It's not even for me. I have just 10 billion and I don't think I want to risk any Marauder trading at the moment to try and make a profit out of this. Next up, fuels. Let's have a quick look here. Amar fuel block. After these spikes, probably due to the Goon, or was that Kaldari? Yeah, that was actually the Kaldari ice. This has gone back down, so I think the interdiction is over, and so it's trending slowly back down towards 14,000-15,000. The Amar is actually trending up in a more sustainable way over a longer period of time, but only reaching 15k as well. That just brings them in line basically with Kaldari. Galente also trending up to 15k, and then Minmatar pretty flat. Decently interesting. What I think might be happening here is that the ice changes might finally be having their influence, and that in Amar, Kaldari and Galente fuel blocks, people might just be starting to be out of all the reserves they had from before, and so that this is why we might be seeing the prices go towards 15k, where they have been 14k previously for all of these. And then I would say that Minmatar is lagging behind because maybe there might be less Minmatar towers. This is speculation on my part, but I think this is a possibility, you know. If this is sustained for a longer period of time, then this might be the case. Another possibility as well, generally after the summer you have much more activity once again in EVE Online, and this does mean that people will be putting up bosses once again or reactivating them, and that this might just be people speculating on this, on an increased demand for fuel blocks, and just already starting to bid up the price, which might just continue. So I think it's interesting, and both of these possibilities I think are realistic and might just mean a sustained upward trend, although decently slow, for the fuel blocks. So I produced them myself, that's great news for me, but I would not be surprised to see all of these fuel blocks trend upward decently slowly, but in a sustained manner, just because either people have gone through most of their reserves, which they'd build up once they knew ice was going to get changed, or just general activity increasing towards the winter expansion and increasing demand for post fuels. So I think this is a definite possibility. Let's see if it comes true. After that, yeah, R64, I'll just do a quick check if anything weird happens here. Dysprosium definitely going very high, 35,000, 37,000 in station at the moment, a 1 year high, you know, and before Odyssey it was as low as 12,000 ISK, so tripling in price. Neodymium definitely down actually since the beginning of the year, from 50k to 25k, so a halving of this price. That's one of the losers. Promethium again from 5k to 20k, although it seems to have found this price here, but yeah, 4 times the price at least. And then Thulium from 2k to 18k, 9 times the price that what it was before Odyssey and the changes to moon mining. Current price is 17,000 for Thulium. Yeah, this is basically when CCP decides to change something pretty drastic in 0.0, especially to moon mining. These are the effects this can have. And the Thulium definitely the big winner here, starting off at 2000 ISK, current price 17,000 with tops at 18. That's almost 9 times the normal price. This was definitely the big winner, and you can imagine the fortunes that have been made with Thulium. Anyways, we finish off as always with the PLEX, and this is what I like to see as being someone that invested in PLEX. Look at that. On the 1 year chart is going to be even more beautiful, I think. Just as over here on the left side last year, you can see the big upswing for PLEX starting right here at the end. You can see that that it's actually materializing. 20-day moving average moving up nicely. Price points at 570. I am very curious what's it going to be. 572 million, and more, most of them are actually at 574 million ISK. That's just totally in line with what I expected. You know, it's definitely going up right there for PLEX. Remember when we had these downtrends over the summer, and I told you guys, if you haven't already invested what you wanted in PLEX, treat this as buying opportunities. You could still have bought PLEX close to 540, maybe on some buy orders. Well, here we go. I think we were at 556, 557 last week. So I think we're looking at close to 15 million increase in price over just 1 week. And in my opinion, this is only the beginning. Just look at the 1 year chart, what we've seen here. Speculation in the PLEX, in the return of players, is beginning. I think this is pretty clear on this 3-month chart. It's really awesome if, like me, you have 8 PLEX that you've been able to buy at an average price of 500 million ISK. But once again, I told you guys, I tried to tell you guys to treat these downtrends that we still saw during the summer as a buying opportunity. I really hope you did it, because right here this is an exact mirroring of what was happening last year. you know, you might get some, yeah, right here at the very beginning you see a small correction here. So again, if you see any corrections, I would personally treat them as buying opportunities, although personally I'm not going to invest more ISK because I'm already looking at a healthy 70 million ISK margin on every Plex that I have. And so I want to try and sell them for like 600 or so. Yeah, I think this is a trend start right here. Definitely upwards. This is a significant rise in the price to 574, and this is only a 9 million. That's actually very surprising. It's only a 9 million ISK difference between the sell orders and the buy orders. The normal margin is 12 to 13 million, so it's actually already buy orders that are pushing this price upwards. That is just screaming that this is going to go way higher, because if you expect like people trying to sell them for more, just trying to sell them for more, you would expect this margin to start to increase. And if buyers are not in agreement with these new prices, they'll try and keep this back a little bit. But it's in fact it's buy orders that are pushing this up, so people want their Plex so they can sell them later on. And yeah, I think on the 1 year chart, you know, look out how high this is going to go. Nobody knows that, but once you're happy with your margin, I hope you guys have your Plex, because this is going exactly as I expected, as I've been saying over the summer. You know, if you could still get some Plex below 545, you're still looking at a very good deal, and every Plex would already have increased by a good 10 million ISK just over the last week, and I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. So yeah, on this note, I'll end this EVE talk. Obviously, keep in mind, this is all just my personal analysis on this. I could be totally wrong, and CCP could also change rules, change stuff to the game that makes my analysis null and void. But I think it's looking really good for the Plex market. I hope you guys have yours. I know I have mine. And yeah, I think it's going to be a very fun ride over the next few weeks, and of course I'll let you know when I decide to sell mine. But I'm very excited about this personally. I'm really happy to see these data points at 570, prices in station at 574 with only a 9 million ISK margin. That's looking awesome for people that have some Plex in their cargo holds. Anyways, that's it for this week, guys. See you all next time.